Okay, I have a question from Kat again. Can a client talk during trance, or does this bring them out of trance? Okay, well, it depends on the client. It depends on how deep they are into hypnosis. It depends on your ability to create that. If you have a very, very good hypnotic subject, you can get them to talk in trance. However, think about this. When you're putting somebody into trance, they're not talking, right? Normally, they're not talking, usually. And then when they're at the deepest level of the trance, you want them to speak from the unconscious, not consciously, from the unconscious mind to speak. It becomes a real struggle because the unconscious mind kind of almost has to learn how to shape the mouth to words in the same way with automatic writing. You know, the hand has to learn how to write unconsciously, which is when you see automatic writing, it's not someone just writing like this. It's kind of really jerky and, you know, it's learning to hold the pencil even, you know. So if you want a client to talk in trance, you need the client to talk back at you right from the very beginning. So as you're inducing hypnosis, you ask them questions and you ask them to reply. So they're now commenting on their experience of going into hypnosis. That's not going to bring them out of hypnosis because what's happening, if you like, the mouth is going into hypnosis with the rest of the body, but is maintaining the ability to talk to you. That is a lot easier then for the unconscious mind to use the mouth to communicate. But if you're trying to get that to happen when the client's in deep trance and they haven't spoken yet, you'll get maybe a few mumbles and a few head nods. Okay, so that's the tip. Have them speaking right from the very beginning. If that's unusual for you, let me suggest you try it out. Okay, because you know, if you ask the client what's happening, that's valuable information for you when they're going into trance and deepening the trance. So how does that feel now? Take the arm levitation. Okay, so going deeper each time it lifts, deeper, higher, deeper towards your face. Tell me, what does that feel like? Tell me now what that feels like. They're going to say, oh, strange. Say, yes. Isn't that interesting? It's happening all by itself. How do you feel that it's happening all by yourself? And they usually can't comment consciously, say, I don't know how that's happening. It feels really odd. You know, so you get them talking about it, the actual induction, and then we talk about where they're going. And now go to some favorite place, some relaxing place. Where is that? Tell me where that is. Oh, it's a meadow or something. Okay. And that way you're maintaining the contact verbally with the client as they go in. That way you can get them to talk in trance, in deep trance. So thank you for that, Kat.